everyone, today we are going to look at Phthalo Blue red shade, PB15 column 6, Phthalo Blue green shade, PB15 column 3, Phthalo Blue turquoise, PB16, and manganese blue hue, PB15. So let's watch them and look at color mixing. We'll start with Phthalo Blue red shade, PB15 column 6. So let's start to swatch it. It's a very transparent color, sensitive to cauliflowering, very bright, very staining, and very beautiful. This is the Daniel Smith one. All of them will be the Daniel Smith ones. I like it a lot. It's very vibrant, but because it's high tinted strength, I need to use it very carefully. Next color we will look at Phthalo Blue green shade, PB15 column 3. So this is also really bright, very transparent, very staining color, but very beautiful also. It's also prone to cauliflowering, and I sometimes use it as my primary cyan. Next color we'll look at will be Phthalo Blue turquoise, PB16. It's a color that is new to Daniel Smith. I think something like 2 years, 2.5 years maybe. And I saw it in other brands also, but I must say that I like most the Daniel Smith Phthalo Blue turquoise or PB16. I have also Schminka one, Helio turquoise, with the same pigment, and I like it less. I think this one is more bright or more pigmented maybe in comparison to the Schminka one. Last color we look at is manganese blue hue, PB15. It's a granulating Phthalo blue. The other ones are smooth or non-granulating, and it has less tinting strength, and we can see it right away in comparison to the other Phthalos. And I like to mix it a lot with Queen Burnt Orange or Queen Sienna. So we'll wait for the swatches to dry, and then we'll look at color mixing. So the swatches has dried. You can see that Phthalo Blue red shade is more red than Phthalo Blue green shade. So I use this color, the green shade, as my primary cyan, and this one sometimes as a mid-tone blue or as a warm blue. And you can see that Phthalo Blue turquoise is a bit turquoisey. It's very beautiful. It has it's less bright than the other Phthalos, and I sometimes use it my primary cyan, especially in landscapes. And the manganese blue hue, you can see that it's granulating, and that it has less tinting strength, and also it's in between Phthalo Blue red shade and Phthalo Blue green shade in a matter of temperature. So now we look at color mixing. The first color we look at is lemon yellow, PY175. It's my cool yellow. You can see it with the red shade. It's very beautiful, very soft. With the blue shade, it's more bright and also a bit more cutting, like it's strong. It isn't soft over here. With the Phthalo turquoise, it's still bright and it's greener. And with the manganese blue hue, you can see some granulation, but it's very subtle. Next, we look at Queen Gold. Quinacridone Gold is the color that I really love. Even if it's a two-pigment color, I use it a lot, usually as my warm or earthy red. It is made of PO48, PY150. Of course, these are all Daniel Smith watercolors. So with the PB15 column 6, it's really more turquoisey, grayish, but it's still bright enough. And actually, I like this mix a lot. Think it's one of the best. And this one I also liked a lot. With the PB15 column 3, the green shade, it's more sappy or mossy, and I like it. It's very beautiful. With the PB16, you can see it's a little bit more brownish when it's diluted or when it's with more Queen Gold. And with the PB15, the manganese blue, you can see it's more greenish, and also you can see the granulation, which is great. Let's move now to the last color. Transparent Pearl Orange, PO71. Recently, I really like to mix with this color. I think it's really amazing. With the Phthalo Blue Red shade, it's more brownish or blue red or blue gray. It's very close to a black, but it's not a complete black. Maybe here a little bit. And it's very beautiful. I like this color mixing a lot. With the blue shade, it's more black. You can see here that creates almost completely black. And it's very beautiful, especially where it's cauliflowered. And I also like the contrast. If you put these colors, if you don't mix them on the palette, you just put it on the paper and let them mix by themselves, I think it's more beautiful. With PB16, it's a more turquoisey here and more brown here, but I really love the color it creates. Really beautiful colors. And with the manganese blue, you can see a very nice greenish gray or brownish gray, and you can see the granulation, and you can see this beautiful soft mix, diluted mix that I like a lot. And here you can see again, when you put the colors together and don't mix them, how beautiful they are together. And you can see here the granulation of the PB15. You can also see here a very beautiful gray, very soft gray, but it's also, I think it will be good for buildings. So next color mix we look at is with the reds. So we look at anthracenoid scarlet PR168. With these colors, it's a color I use a lot as my warm red. It's very soft, it's very staining, and it's very transparent. I like it a lot. With the red shade, it creates really soft, beautiful mixes when it's diluted, which I like a lot. Beautiful, soft, grayish purples, beautiful, soft, earthy violets. I really like it. With the red shade, it creates almost a black, but not completely. It's a brownish black or violety black, but you can see how beautiful they are together. especially when diluted and when you let them mix together. With the PB16, the Phthalo Blue Turquoise, look how beautiful this mix is. I really love it. When they are 50-50, it creates a brown, and I really like these bluish, violetish, purplish mixtures over there. With PB15 manganese blue hue, it's more brown. I less like the mix, but here with the granulation, it's a very interesting mix. Next color we look at is quinacridone coral PR209. Very transparent and bright color. It's between cool and warm red. When it's in mass tone, it looks warmer. In diluted form, it looks more pinkish, more cool. So let's look at this interesting color. So with the red shade, it creates beautiful violets and also beautiful midnight blues. I really like it, and when it's diluted, it's so soft and beautiful, like some pink. It's really, really beautiful. With the PB15 column 3, the green shade, you can see it creates almost a black over here. And again, it creates really interesting colors, this beautiful misty blue or misty purplish color and misty pink. Very beautiful. And here it creates something like quinacridone, not quinacridone, perylene violet or naphthamine maroon. And here it creates midnight blues. I really like it. With the PB16 Phthalo Blue Turquoise, it creates a very nice and soft and muted violets and blues and purples, and I think in landscapes it will be very, very efficient. With PB15, the manganese blue hue, I don't really like this mix. It's too rough. Something in it is not flowing enough for me. Next color we look at will be quinacridone magenta PR202. So with the red shade, it creates violets and blues. It's nice, but I think it's a bit too opaque, or I put too much color, or the queen magenta is not so transparent. It's more semi-transparent color, and I like it less. You can see with the blue, with the green shade, it creates really clean violets, and it's very beautiful. And you can see also when diluted, it creates really beautiful blue violety mix. I really like it. With the PB16, it creates very beautiful pinks, violety pinks when it's diluted, and purples, muted purples when it's diluted, and I like it a lot. With the PB15, it creates again something too rough for my taste, but it creates also interesting granulation, and you can see where I put more water, it created really interesting marks, and I like the granulation over here, but still it's too much for me. The last mix in this page we look at is Perylene Red. Perylene Red is a color that it took me a while to like and to play with. I like the brown purples or brown violets it creates with this red shade Phthalo, and the midnight blue over here. I like the brown it creates with the blue shade or the green shade, and this very misty violety grayish turquoise blues when it's diluted. I also like it with the PB16, it creates really beautiful pink over here and really beautiful gray over here, and here it creates some kind of crimson that is very interesting. And here I don't like it. Again, it's too much. Something is not flowing enough for me. I don't know. I like it less. Next color we'll look at is Cobalt Teal Blue PG50, the Daniel Smith one. You can see the soft, so beautiful mix it creates with the red shade. The bit rough but aquaish mix with the blue shade, with the green shade, and with the Phthalo blue turquoise, and a soft granulating aqua with the PB15. With Phthalo green blue shade PG7, it creates nice aquas. There is no one aqua that I like more than the other. Maybe the PB15 column 3 and the PB15 column 6, the red shade and the blue shade, but they are beautiful. They're just beautiful aquas. Next, I mix them with Zoisite Genuine. It's a pre-metal color of Daniel Smith. I wanted to see how it will work with the granulation, and it's a bit too much, I think. It doesn't granulate beautiful together, but maybe I like this mix with the magnesium blue hue. Next, I mix them with rich green gold. So here it is with the red shade, and I really love this mix with the blue, with the green shade, which I also really like, really sap green, really beautiful. With the PB16, also a sappy mossy green, and with the manganese blue hue, it's more rough, but I like this mix. Next color we look at is Rutile Yellow PY53 of Schminka. Daniel Smith has a close to color to it, which is nickel titanate yellow. It's the same pigment, but it's more, it's less soft, I think, than the Rutile Yellow, and the Rutile Yellow also more close to Naples Yellow. So that's why I use it, and also it's much more opaque than the nickel titanate yellow. So I like all the mixes here, and they are different from each other, especially there is a difference between the red shade and the Phthalo blue turquoise, and I like them a lot. They are very beautiful. With transparent yellow oxide PY42, I also really like the mixes. You can see that the red shade is very different. Here it creates with the blue shade some sap greens and some kind of dirty or muted greens, but I like them actually. You can see here the huge granulation over here and over here of the transparent yellow oxide PY42, and I put some more drops of water over here to see more how they will behave, and I really like these mixes, even if they're a bit rough. Next color we look at is Goethite Brown Ochre PY43. It's a color I like a lot, and I like it in these mixes. You can create some nebulas with the green shade, the blue turquoise, and the manganese blue hue. And you can see you can create beautiful mixes with the red shade. I like it a lot. Next is Green Burnt Orange PO48. Look how soft the mixes become when they're close. When they're more diluted or flowing with more water, and I really like this mix with the red shade. I like this kind of paints gray of this mix, and these browns and these misty grayish blue, very light grayish blues. And really it's a great mix. I like it also with this color here. You can see flowering, but it's beautiful here. I really like this mix. It's with the green shade. With the Phthalo blue turquoise, you can see it becomes more greenish brown, and I like the mix. It's really great mix. And with the PB15 magnesium hue, you can see it's more rough, but I like it. You can see the granulation and like finger blooms, and I really like this mix. Next we look as it mixes with transparent red oxide PR101, the synthetic one. They are really strong and moody mixes. I like them. I think also you can create some nebulas or interesting misty mixes. You can create some lava or magma comes out of a mountain. It could be really beautiful. You can see the difference between the mixes, between the red shade and the other colors. And you can see the huge granulation because this color granulates a lot. Next we look at permanent brown. I really love the mixes with permanent brown. This one is less interesting with the red shade, but with the blue shade it creates a black, and it's really beautiful. And this gray, this really soft gray and really soft toffee gray is really beautiful. I think I will work with this mix a lot, especially when it's diluted or as a black when it's full strength. With the PB16, again, it creates a black or almost a black, and it creates really interesting violetty browns and turquoise violetty browns, and I like it. With the manganese blue hue, I like it less, although it creates these soft pinkish, peachy, violetty mixes when it's diluted. With Hematite Burnt Scarlet, the Primatech color of Daniel Smith that I like a lot. They are interesting mixes, but I like them less. It creates almost a black with the red shade. It creates almost a black with the green shade, and it creates turquoise and browns with the PB16 and PB15. And you can see the amount of granulation. I like how it looks with the manganese blue hue over here, and with the PB16, the Phthalo blue turquoise over here and over here. Interesting mixes. Last of the mixes is with Van Dyke Brown, which is a mix of PBR7 of Daniel Smith. I like the combination with this color a lot. Here you can see when diluted how beautiful it can be. And with the green shade also, it creates almost a black and very beautiful grayish, turquoise, brownish colors. It creates a complete black with the PB16 and almost a black with the PB15, and you can see how beautiful the granulation here. It's really a great color. I think I will use this mix a lot. Also, these mixes, I really like the mixes with Van Dyke Brown. Another color that I like to mix with this color is the pearlescent white, and you will see in a minute why. It creates really beautiful transparent, not transparent, pearlescent blues. I'll do it here too. very soft, very beautiful. You can make it a more electric blue if you would like, but I like when it's softer. This is with the Phthalo blue turquoise. Very beautiful turquoise, pearlescent turquoise. And last but not least, with the manganese blue hue, which actually with this color it looks more like an electric blue, and I like it. Another color which I didn't play with before with these colors is Aztec Gold of Daniel Smith. So let's try it. Put some red shade. It's not so interesting. It reminds me a little bit of a bronzite. Let's put with the green shade. It creates a nice green, actually. I like it. Yeah, I like it a lot. With Phthalo blue turquoise. Yeah, and it creates a brownish green, which I like. But I wonder how it will be when it will be dry. So we'll see in a minute. And last but not least, with manganese blue hue, to create a brighter turquoise green. Yeah, and I like it. So let's see them when they are dry. They're more dry now, and you can see that the pearlescents are very soft, and I like these mixes a lot. And it's something that I like to use, like a pearlescent white with phalos, with pyrroles, with quinacridons. It's really, really beautiful. And with the Aztec Gold, it doesn't look good when it's dry, because it's very granulating color, and the color separates in a weird kind of way. So I really like the pearlescent white with these Phthalo blues, and really don't like the others with the Aztec Gold. So that's all for today. I'm sorry if it's a long video. We have a lot of Phthalo and a lot of color mixing, and hope you are doing well, and I wish you happy painting and really best wishes. Bye bye.